how everybody was doing. Hello, everybody waving at me already on Instagram. It is President's Day. It is Monday, and we are wrapping up. Holy cow. We are blazing through February. I cannot even tell you how fast. If you're like me right now, you're probably thinking, where has the month gone already? We were talking about the holidays, and now all of a sudden we're through January. We are now through almost all of February. Holy cow, my birthday, Valentine's Day. We're going to be talking about St. Patty's Day next. And that is always crazy. And boy, will it be different than last year. I think last year, a lot of us were still sitting around, not sure, quite sure if we could go out, what we could do. Some of us were testing the waters, but I believe it's safe to say that a lot of us were out and about again. I am so happy that we are here in Central Florida. And if you're tuning in for the first time, that's where my show is live. We try to do twice a week. I just surprise you, but you never know. We're at least once a week, and you got to stay tuned because we always have some fun information. And I promise you, we're going to get some really good speakers, and we're going to get some good guests on as I'm just locking everybody in because it seems like February is a short month, which is amazing, but a lot of people and a lot of my friends in this industry, we're just all going every direction right now. And that's why it's really hard for me to really realistically say, hey, tune in every Wednesday at noon, or hey, tune in every Wednesday at 4, because we just don't know where we're going to be. And, as independent real estate consultants, or if you work for your own business, you got to go where the money goes. I mean, if a client says, I need to see you, what are you going to do? You're going to hop in the car and you're going to go. That's the name of the game. It is the hustle, and the hustle is real. And I'll tell you right now, the hustle is real for trying to find homes. Okay. So let's dive into what we're going to talk about today. And that is one of the key things. No, we're not going to talk about rates and everybody asking if the market's going to crash and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about low inventory. Okay. I mean, like, how do I find a house? So let's take a scenario right off the cusp. You are a seller. You have a beautiful home, and let's say the Windermere area, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to go bigger. I'm going to go big. Okay. We've lived in this house for years. The family's grown, or you know what? Kids have moved out. I want the house that I want. Okay. There's a lot of different options. Or you can be the family as well that is looking to downsize. So those are your three options. That's what we're playing with right now. Okay. So when you do that as a seller, your next question is where am I going to move to? Okay, so we need to sit down. Where do you want to move to? Once you have it sorted, now here comes the kicker that everybody's dealing with. Will I be able to find a home that fits all my criteria of my wants and my needs and will be in my price point? And if I find it, will I get it? Because if I put my house on the market, how will I know I'm going to get the house that it's put a bid on? So it is that game that we're playing right now, you guys, is okay, do I list first? Do I find a house first? It's that dilemma. And it's never been as bad as what it is over the last couple of years, but the inventory is still not there yet. Every day I'm seeing inventory grow. Homes are popping up. Whereas in the past, homes would pop up maybe every Wednesday night, Thursday. Agents would put them on to get ready for the weekend. Now, it doesn't matter what day of the week. Homes are popping up on the market every day, and it's because of our lack of inventory and because sellers have more than likely found a house that they want to buy. So now they need to sell their house to get in the next house. So this is the cyclical thing that we're doing right now is, okay, what do we do? How do we do it? How do we make it as seamless and as smooth, not as stressful as what it could be, piecing that all together? And that's why when the very first time you meet your agent, if it's not myself, that we put all these pieces together. It's our time frame. It's our where we have to be, where we need to be, all put together as one, A to Z. Okay. So what's going to happen? And I've discussed this briefly, but I'll discuss it again. There's a couple options with you having found a house and wanting to sell yours. Okay. So you're wanting to sell it. When you're going through this process, please, 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 please make sure you have your house ready to sell. Okay. So if you're not sure if your house is ready to sell, that's where someone like me, or maybe even a good friend, maybe it's a family member that comes in and says, oh, hell no. We need to declutter that. We need to paint that. You have a huge hole in the wall. We need to get rid of it. This is if you're wanting top dollar and we're wanting to get rid of that house to get top dollar. We got to make it show ready when they walk in the door. So we got to make sure all of that is in place, because the worst thing that can happen is that you're ready, that you found a house you love, but now it's going to take 2 weeks for you to make your home presentable. It's going to kill you, especially if you're requiring the money from the sale of that house to go to the next one. In order to win any house, we need to make it as limited and as small and as few, however many words I can put it into, contingencies for you to be that top winner on that home. Okay. That means least amount of days on inspection period. No appraisal contingency if we can get away with it. No contingency on you selling your home if we can get away with it. So that's why it's important that we have everything ready. I mean, ready from the get-go on buying this house and selling your house. Okay. So when all of this comes together and it fits beautifully together, we are going to have an opportunity that is going to make you, your family, and the buyers and sellers of the whole transaction process seamless and smooth, because we've all worked together as a team. And because of the low inventory, there is going to more than likely be multiple bids. So you got to be ready. Are you ready to jump in this market? Are you ready to win? Are you ready to make anything you have to do happen to get it done? Those are the questions. I know that's a lot of information and that's a lot of being honest, but you know what? Can you do it? And are you ready to do it? A situation is, again, we'll go back to, let's say, the family in Windermere or downtown Orlando, or it could even be myself. I want a bigger house, but I want to stay in my school district. I love the school district I'm in. I love the people that I'm around, but I need to stay here. But I need a bigger house. Okay, so the comps pull up, your house is worth $550,000. Okay, let's go find something. You look and you look and you look and you look. You can't find anything. There's nothing that fits your price point, because right now for your $550,000 house, in order to get what you love, now you got to spend $700,000. Okay, that is where you need to be. But because it's not going to be as close, but it might be similar depending on your credit, depending on other expenditures that you have in your life. Getting pre-approved now in this situation is the best bet, because as we've said over the last couple of years, because the interest rates are so low, some individuals who are able to afford $250,000 then can now afford $350,000 or $400,000 now. And it's all because of the interest rates being so low. So what you need to consider is, okay, let's get pre-approved. And even though that house is $700,000, I'm selling mine for $550,000. My mortgage payment might be just about the same, maybe a little bit more, right around there. But you need to know these answers as you go into these situations as well. So we need to get you with a good local lender to get that information done ASAP. So all of this plays a part in the game of why there's a lack of inventory, and are you ready to sell? Are you ready to buy? We got to make all these pieces flow together nicely. And the last few buyers that I've been working with, we've got 5 of them right now. 2 of them don't even live here. They're buying houses unseen. So houses are being bought unseen still. And it's because we've got a lot of people from New York, Connecticut. Then we got people from the West Coast all coming in that are looking to move now. So that's who you're competing with. You're competing with those people, not just your local friends and family wanting to buy the same house you do. It's people from out of state that are competing with you. And they don't care about appraisals. They don't care about this or that. They just want a house. They want out of where they're at. It's time to go. So again, You got to be ready. Are you ready to jump in this? And are you ready to make everything you have to do possible to get to the house you want and sell your house? And if you have the right agent, yay, I would be happy to. And if you're already working with someone, ask these questions. What do I need to do? How can we do this? Let's make it happen. We need to move forward. So let's say you can't find that house and your house is ready to sell. There are options out there that maybe the new buyers of your home will lease it back to you. Perhaps they'll allow you to stay a little bit longer as you're communicating. Communication's key. Communicating with them throughout the process that you haven't found a house yet. The contract we wrote with the other day with a buyer of mine. It's the first time I've seen it in a long time. Its contingency is on the sellers, them finding a house. They'll sell us their house only if they find a house. Okay, so that's something that's popping up now too. Because not all sellers are finding houses as fast as they're selling their house. We know that for a fact. And that's why we have a lack of inventory. We cannot keep up right now. If you are a seller and if you are a homeowner sitting at home and you happen to watch this and you're just curious, hey, I bought my house 2 years ago. I love where I live, but what's my house worth? I know you can all look on Zillow, you can look on Trillia, you can look on all the estimates that you want. But honestly, what is your home worth? If you were going to sell it and list it today, what is my net? What is my net profit after closing and commissions are all paid out? That's what you want to know. Not what my house is worth, but how much am I going to make off it? That's the name of the game. How much money am I putting in my pocket so that I can take this money and I can go over to the next house and I can buy it? Who knows? You might net more than what you thought and you'll be able to buy bigger and better if that's what you want. You may want to downsize and that's totally fine and put some money in your pocket. We can do that. We're more than happy to figure it out. So here's another scenario. Let's say you go out there. You find the house you love. You're like so excited. The whole family's excited. You're telling your friend, I found a house. I love it. I want it. You won the contract, but you have your house and you haven't put it on the market yet. A couple weeks ago, I told you about a program that Coldwell Banker has, and we all see the commercials on TV. I'll buy your house for cash. No showings necessary. So that's awesome. And some of you want that. Some of you need that, especially in the situation that you're in right now, because you found the house that you love. So through Coldwell Banker, we have a program called RealSure. It does allow me, only if I list the home, and we have to do this right when I list the home, I can offer a cash offer for your home. And it'll be based on the best price market offers out there. So it's called the BPO, best price offer. So that's the best price offer that I can give you because I have looked at the appraisals of everything that's sold, not that's listed, but what's sold. Okay, because that's the important part. Any appraiser is going to look at what's sold, what's not listed, what's not pending, what is sold. And we're going to look at that square foot, average dollar value, and that's how we're going to tie everything in with the BPO. Okay, so through Coldwell Banker, we do have a program like that because what's so awesome about that, let's say you call me up and you say, Lisa, I want you to list my house. Okay, great. Give me the information on your home. Before I even walk in the door, I'm going to pull the information on your home and I'm going to walk in with a cash offer. I'm going to say, Austin, here's a cash offer for your beautiful home for $450,000. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is what I can give you today. But this is what's so cool about this cash offer is that you can leave it on the table. We list your home and we can keep showing your home. And you have 30 days to accept that offer. Let's say on day 28, you get another offer we've got your house listed for $450,000. You have another offer that comes in for $440,000 and you tell them, hey, I've got a cash offer for $450,000 on the table. I just want to let you know because honestly, you do. You have a cash offer on the table. So this gives you a way to kind of play with the market and see where your buyers are at and really tell them, I need your best price because I have a cash offer and I have to make a decision on day 30. If you haven't already made a decision yet, you have that option. But most importantly, what we need to do is you weigh out both of those options with what you're going to get back more as a net profit, not just overall price. Because you see so many people, oh, I've got an offer for 450 and I got a 450,000 financing, and I have a cash offer for 440,000. I don't know which one to take. Okay, let's look at the net and let's look at the guarantee. Your finance offer has an appraisal unless they've waived it. Your finance guarantee also gives the buyers 20 to 25 days to really secure their financing. What if on day 24 your buyers all of a sudden that are solid lose a job? What if they buy a car? What if they buy furniture and there goes their credit score and there goes their offer, their debt to income ratio, and there goes their opportunity to buy your house right down out the door because they've done all this. With a cash offer at 440,000 compared to a finance offer at 450, it may be better for you. No appraisals, no contingencies. They've got a 7-day inspection period. Here's the funds, boom, done. So you need to weigh those decisions. Don't just think because this one's more and that one's less. Take the two together, weigh out the pros and cons of both, and see where you're going to make the money and see where it's going to be less stressful. Because honestly, if you've got a house written and you've got a house under contract and you know you got to close, wouldn't you be more safe with going with the cash offer than the finance offer? It's just an idea. It's just a thought. You may not all think the way I do, and sometimes my thinking is not always the best. Ha, 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 ask my kids. They definitely will tell you my thinking's not always the best. But as a seller, I need you to think like this because you just think numbers, money in my pocket, money in my pocket. But what is really money in your pocket? It's what everything is taking out at the very end. Closing costs, nets, your taxes, your prorations, everything. What's the bottom line? That's what you need to know. Not just they're offering 450 and they're offering 440. Okay? Think about all of that stuff. But again, so through that and go back to the cash offer through Coldwell Banker, I call it the backup plan. For some of you may remember the movie with J-Lo where the backup was to marry their best friend if they didn't get married by a certain age. Well, this is the backup plan in case you can't sell your house. You don't need to write in your offers that you need a contingency to sell your house because your house already has a cash offer on it. You're just taking your time whether you want to take it or not. So you have up until the 30 days to accept that. And again, this all goes back to you writing the contract on the house that you want. If you got to close on that house in 45 days, you may only take the first week to see if anything comes through better than what I'm already giving you. And that's fine. You can do that. You can totally do that because that's what this is for. This is to give you the option to see if this is the best you're going to get or can you get more. But it also gives you as a seller and me as an agent honesty to tell someone, I already have a cash offer on the table, so please get me in your highest and best offer. There's no games. And it's honest. It's completely honest because you do have that cash offer. All right. So it works in your favor. And because the low inventory we have, it gives you an opportunity to get the house that you love and the house that you want. So you don't have to worry about, am I going to get it? Will I sell my house in time? Will I close on time? Do I have enough money? You'll know. Everything will be all done, completed for you. Okay. So with that lack of inventory, I always like to give you some statistics every week. So total housing inventory at the end of January amounted to 860,000 units, which is down 2.3% from December and down 16.5% from a year ago. All right. That's a big jump. Unsold inventory sits at a 1.6 month supply at current sales pace, down from 1.7 and a year ago 1.9. The median existing home price for all types in January it's up. I mean, I remember a couple years ago where the average sales price was $275,000. Okay. Now we're at $350,300. It's up 15.4% from January of last year. So then the year before, remember how I just said I remember it being 275? That is where we're at within the last 2 years. So if you are an investor, if you're looking to buy a home, if you're looking to build a home, building is great. There is opportunity. You've got equity. You're going to have equity right when you come in. Or if you've been in your home 2, 3, 4 years, I'm going to tell you right now, and you're contemplating, do I have equity? What is my house worth? We can tell you. We can tell you what you have and what your house is worth and how much equity you have in that home. It's a no-brainer. And again, if you're just not sure and you're just curious and you watch the show every week, I hope you know. I'm happy to tell you. And if I don't think it's in your best interest, I'm going to say, no, don't do it yet. Wait. Because that is the way that I have grown my business over the last 5 years, is being honest with all of those that come to me. It's not just trying to sell you a house. God, I'd love to sell you a house, but it's being honest, because when I'm honest and I work with you and I give you the right information, I give you the resources to get the right answers, then you come back to me. And then what ends up happening, I get all these amazing referrals from you guys. And that's what I so appreciate. That is the best compliment. And I know this is on every real estate person's business card. The best compliment is you giving me a referral. Honestly, it is. It's giving me a referral. It's giving me 5 stars on Google. It's whatever it is. It's you taking the time to mention my name and then actually tell people that you had a good experience with me. That's awesome. That's all any of us want. And that's all anybody wants is a business person or even a parent or a person individually just is getting a compliment saying, you are great. I want you to meet someone. It's taking that risk of someone else giving them to you. First-time home buyers were responsible for 27% of sales in January, which is down from 30% in December and down 33% from last year, January 2021. This was all released by the National Association of Realtors, and all this information that I'm getting. And properties typically remain on the market, if you can believe this. I know some of you are like, oh, 2 or 3 days. Not really. Typically remained on the market for 19 days in January. Let's see. And it's down from 21 days in January of last year. 79% of homes sold in January 2022 were on the market for less than a month. We know that. So now the National Association of Realtors have actually confirmed it. We know that because I go over it all the time with all of you that watch or rewatch or tell your friends. We know average days on the market is definitely less than 30. And right now, our inventory count, Orange, Lake, and Seminole County, I pulled up, was just at about 1,300 homes. That's all we have on the market, you guys, right now. That is not enough homes to feed the amount of people that are coming to town, or even feed those that aren't coming to town, but people like yourself or like me that are looking to move, buy a bigger, better house, or downsize. There are only 1,300 homes on the market right now. Average sales price in Orange, Seminole, and Lake County, get this, for at least a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom house is $678,000. That is huge. That is huge. And again, the average medium nationwide is $350,000. That's a big jump from where it was 2 years ago. So long story short, which you know it's always a good story, is that we need to look at all of your options. When you go to sell, what are you going to buy? How are you going to buy it? How fast do you want to buy it? When you go to buy, are you ready to jump in this game? And are you ready to place an offer? And is your offer realistic? Okay, we're not in the day and the age where a house is listed for 300 and you're going to give me 220. That's not the day of the age of the market that we're in. If you want those types of deals, then you need to call me and I'll give you a wholesale list. And we'll talk about off-market homes. Those aren't even that inexpensive these days. Everything has changed and it's going to continue to change. So if you are a buyer or seller looking to get in the market, I'm telling you, this is the year to do it because things are, and they already have increased. I was just with a group of mortgage brokers already, and they said literally, they just locked in a friend of ours, 3.25 for a jumbo, which is awesome. But mortgage rates for second homes are going to increase to about 4.5 to 4.75 by March 14th. If they haven't already locked in at that rate, they are going to lock in at that. So if you are an investor or a second home buyer, now is the time to do it because you are starting to see those interest rates climb. And when those interest rates climb, know what happens? Remember that house you wanted that was 350? You may now have to buy 275 or 300 to keep the mortgage amount that you want so that your net profit on your short-term rental rates and return is where you want it to be. So all of this plays into the scope of things. So hopefully when you think about this, and again, if you're not working with me as your agent, these are questions you need to ask. And then also, your local lenders are amazing because they know the market and they also know the areas and they can help assist you and push you in the right direction to make those decisions. So those are key factors when you play into all of this: buying, selling, investing, building homes. Okay. Lots of equity, but all of you, anybody that's built a home or bought a home in the last 2 years, congratulations, because I'm sure you've got a lot of equity and a good amount of equity all in your back pocket there with the homes that you've bought or the homes that you're building or even the investments that you've purchased. It's a good market. Things are opening up. As we know, Florida has definitely not closed down and it's not going to close down. Everybody is still coming. We just now had Daytona 500, which was sold out. Sold out, you guys. So if you had any type of property, I mean, I know people were booking homes from Reunion all the way to Daytona just to be there because there's nothing available in the Daytona, New Smyrna Beach area. And there never is for Daytona 500. We know that. So as an investor, think of all of these opportunities that you could have, the opportunities you missed out on because you hadn't bought one yet, because prices are still going to be increasing throughout the next years here. Rates are going to increase. We want to get you in. We want to get you in now. We want to get you the opportunities so that your net returns are big, that your net profits on your houses are where you need to be so you can purchase your new one, or you as a buyer, give you the opportunity to purchase the home that you love and that you want. It fits all your wants and your needs. All of this plays a key factor. So I hope today, talking about inventory, selling your house, thinking, jumping in the market, because you got to be ready. If you're not ready, then you need to sit down, put the pros and the cons of where you're at now so you can figure out when you're ready. And there are so many amazing agents out there. If you're not working with me, I would love the opportunity to work with you. But if not, ask these questions of your agent that you're working with. Ask your lender. Ask your CPA or your accountant, because I'm sure there's questions you're going to have about that. There's a ton of individuals who are all happy to help you make this process as smooth as possible and as fun as possible. So inventory low, equity high, buy. Okay. So what do we got today? Monday, President's Day. Kids are off. It's a beautiful day. Hopefully you're taking advantage of this amazing, beautiful sunshine. I know there are a lot of building opportunities going on. And if you can believe it, there is builders popping up everywhere, from here to Dunedin to Leesburg to Point Sienna. Everybody is building and there's price points for everybody. So if you're not sure where you're at, where you need to be, but this is your price point, call me. I'll be happy to see if I can't point you in the right direction of a good builder that can help you out with the price points you want to be. Will you be in the area that you want to be? I hope so, but not all the time, because it all depends on your price point. But it's okay. Things are coming up, things are popping up, and opportunities will pop up for you. So with that said, what else is going on that I can mention? This week's kind of a slow week, everybody. But I do want to give my love and my prayers to Carolyn, good friend of mine, to her and her family, and I hope everything's good with them. And say hello to all my friends locally and my family afar. You know who you are. And we will and are still looking for a few vendors for the new downtown Sanford venue. So if you are an independent vendor, you've got a product, you've got something you want to sell, you want to display, let me know and I will connect you with the right people there so that you can get the opportunity to show off your work. I know he's going to be looking for a couple of muralists as well, so let me know about that. And again, it's Monday, President's Day. We're moving right along, and I thank you all in advance for watching and telling your friends about me. And let me see here. Good afternoon as well to all of you. Sorry, I'm just trying to see everybody that joined on. Can't always read. So, again, happy Monday. I wish you all an amazing week. And stay tuned as we will be going live. I'm going to try to be out the new downtown Sanford venue either tomorrow or Thursday to give you guys an idea of what it looks like and get you excited because officially April 1st, it will be open. And if you are looking to get involved, there is an opportunity. We're looking for sponsors for an AC/DC concert April 9th, right here at the Harley Davidson shop in Orlando. So if you're one of those, you want to show off your stuff and be part of the concert, let me know. Put you in the right direction. So happy Monday. Thank you for joining me on Why Not with Lisa, your favorite Coldwell Banker real estate agent. And again, questions, call me. As a resource, I'm happy to help. I wish you all an amazing day. And again, stay tuned for more. Peace out. See you later.